إنه المطار التجاري الرئيس والذي يخدم منطقة سياتل في ولاية واشنطن الأمريكية، ويقع على بعد 23 كيلومترا جنوب وسط مدينة سياتل، وعلى بعد 29 كيلومترا شمال شرق وسط مدينة تاكوما، وهو الأكبر في منطقة شمال غرب المحيط الهادئ في أمريكا الشمالية. نحلق بكم بإذن الله من هذا المطار ونهبط في مطار ساكرامينتو انترناشونال ايربورت، ولكن قبل البدء في الحلقة نرجو منكم الاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل زر الجرس لكي يصلكم منا كل جديد، ونسعد بمشاركتكم وتعليقاتكم. السلام عليكم واهلا وسهلا بكم متابعينا ومشاهدي قناة كابتن جوردن إيفياشن. وفي هذه الحلقة نحلق بكم ونهبط في مطار ساكرامنتو الدولي، والذي يقع على بعد 16 كيلومترا شمال غرب وسط مدينة ساكرامنتو عاصمة الولاية كاليفورنيا، الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، ويعد بوابة إلى ملاذ شمال كاليفورنيا مثل منتجع هيفنلي ماونتن ومنتجع تزلج ومنتزه يوسمايت الوطني، ولا سيما وجود بعض المحميات كمحمية نهر كوسمين. نبدأ حلقتنا ونرجو أن تنال الحلقة إعجابكم.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible. Allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bag without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you. Place them directly on the floor or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety. I'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received our final paperwork and we are ready for an immediate departure. Before we can move the aircraft, all passengers must be seated with your seatbelts securely fastened, your tray tables and carry-in items stowed, your seat backs in the upright and long position, and your aisle armrests are lowered. In just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features. We kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Our first priority on every flight is safety. So before we depart, I'll be giving a brief safety presentation. Okay, be sure all carry-in items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items under the seat in front of you. And ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. Delta now allows U.S. domestic passengers to use handheld devices like tablets and cell phones on board at any time, as long as all cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like laptops should be turned off and stowed until we're airborne. And the Princess rode off into the sunset. The end. Please note some electronic devices may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find additional information regarding electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. This plane features Wi-Fi, and internet access will be available while we're above 10,000 feet. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. Are you willing and able to assist with the operation of the exit if necessary?
Yes. No.
If you're unable to perform these functions, please let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. There are 8 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 4 window exits over the wings. The forward doors have detachable slides that can be used for flotation. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
On behalf of everyone at Delta Airlines, we want to thank you for paying attention.
Please relax and enjoy your flight.
move about. Once you are seated, we recommend you keep your belts fastened. Thank you.
Moving up, keeping a little closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
Good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, we're starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. Been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today.
I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival, please.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to refill them at this time. Please check around your seating area and the seat pocket in front of you for any cups, glasses, or other articles you wish to discard. And kindly hand these items to the flight attendants as they make their way through the aisle.
Approaching 16 left.
Approaching minimums. 200 minimums.
Light slow. Light slow.
100.
Light slow.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
أعزائي المتابعين، أهلا وسهلا بكم في مطار ساكرامنتو الدولي. وقبيل انتهاء حلقتنا لهذا اليوم، لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة ودعمنا بزر اللايك وتفعيل زر الجرس لكي يصلكم منا كل جديد. دمتم في أمان الله.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain has parked the aircraft at the gate and turned off the seatbelt sign. This will be your one and only indication that it's safe for you to get up and move about the cabin. Please be reminded to use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during landing. You may now use your mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices while we taxi to the gate. However, your laptop computers and larger electronics must remain stowed. We invite you to visit delta.com for all your future travel needs, including checking in for a flight and managing your SkyMiles account. If any of you should have questions regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and especially your flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again.